how can we work within our community to help improve the well-being of our parents and children?
Well, thank you, Susanna. You know, I think we've heard the theme, the words of connecting and support networks and throughout this afternoon. And I think we've been reminded that it does indeed take a village to raise our families and our communities. It does take a network for us to especially move through times like this. And we miss our network. We have missed our teachers and our coaches and childcare providers, our neighbors, librarians, pastors. You know, we've got this intense recognition right now of our feeling of isolation. And so as a community, what is our responsibility? Well, it's our responsibility to figure out how we step into those roles, even with social distancing, right? How are we going to be in that place of gratitude or giving, as Dawn mentioned, and play our role in noticing, in protecting, and inspiring each other, and simple acts of feeding or comforting and guiding our kids. And that's what makes a strong and resilient community. And there are many ways we can do that. You know, I think Dawn on this call is a perfect example of showing up for her kids virtually in her program, but she's also showing up with food on people's doorsteps, right? Acts of kindness. I think of Amal at Common Bond Communities, and for the seniors that she supports, you know, she's helping them figure out how to do Zoom or doing craft kits to keep them feeling healthy and connected. I think of organizations like CFM that are still showing, finding ways to feed their community every single day. All of our school systems that are stepping up to provide meals and reading materials, and a knock on the door, quickly stepping away, but checking in on our kids and the families to make sure they don't feel alone. Anne's team, Ann Starr, who is on the panel today, you know, how are they showing up doing telehealth, mental health in so many ways? So I think as parents, our job is to hold on and to ask for help and not be ashamed of asking for help, finding those networks to ask for help. And then our job as neighbors, community members, supporting organizations is to extend our hand to show up in the many ways that we still can, even if it's a bit more removed, a bit more virtual, thinking of those creative ways where we can be present. I remember there was a conversation one time with our police department about the number of our kids that have bubble wrap wrapped around them to protect them. And so that visual of how is it we step in right now and get some bubble wrap around our kids and families and one another, just to give some buffer. And so those are my thoughts for today.